Hey guys, I hope you're all having a great day, and today's video is going to be completely dedicated to heirlooms as well as their effect on Apex's future. And so basically this video is going to consist of two parts. One is going to be talking about heirlooms and their price, and the second part is going to be talking about Respawn's other plans for monetization when it comes to heirloom tier items. So without further ado, let's just get right into it. Now first comes the price. I still see a lot of people wanting the price of heirlooms to go down. Of course, I think everyone would want that, but it's simply not going to happen, and I'm going to quickly explain to you exactly why that is. Well, I believe there's two main reasons that we can go ahead and take a look at. One reason is the fact that people have already bought heirlooms. If Respawn does end up changing the price of heirlooms in the future, then a decrease in the heirloom prices would basically mean the people who bought heirlooms in the past got scammed. They would have paid more money than what was actually needed in order to get this heirloom, and so that really wouldn't be a good thing. But speaking of people in the past, I also wanted to mention something. When you first opened heirloom packs, you didn't have a choice. Whatever heirloom popped up would be what heirloom you got. And so back in the day when, for example, Bloodhound and Wraith both had their heirloom, if you're a Wraith main and you got the Bloodhound heirloom, well, that's too bad. You can't choose the Wraith heirloom, you're gonna have to stick with the Bloodhound one, and well, that's what you get. Now up until this day, I still don't see Respawn really doing a lot to compensate for that. I think that if Respawn ever wanted to correct this mistake or make up for the players that didn't get to choose an heirloom, give the players that got an heirloom before heirloom shards were introduced the option to change their heirloom to whichever one they desire. I think this would be a great way to make up for those people that got an heirloom without actually having the option to choose whichever one they want. The heirloom is already so rare and so expensive, it's gotta be the biggest disappointment to get one that's for a legend you don't even play. Imagine spending a bunch of money on the lottery and at some point you eventually win, and you get gifted a fantastic gaming PC. Yet on that PC, there's only a select amount of games available. You don't actually get to choose what you get to play, the PC chooses for you, and that's what you get. That's basically the situation of these people that got the heirloom before the heirloom shards, and that really isn't fair. But anyways, that's not the only reason as to why the heirloom price probably won't be changing in the future. The thing is that the people who buy heirlooms in the game are most likely going to continue buying heirlooms in the future, and the people that don't actively spend money to get an heirloom, other than for example from the anniversary event or from collection events, well, they're probably not gonna buy that heirloom anyways. An heirloom costs $500, that's a lot of money, and only a small percentage of the player base is willing to spend that amount of money to get an heirloom. Changes in the price of the heirloom simply won't change the demand that much. If you decrease the price of the heirloom from $500 to $400, there's only going to be a very tiny amount more people that will end up buying that heirloom. 500 seems to be the sweet spot that Respawn has found, and so I really don't see them changing this in the future. Maximum profit is something that EA has always strived for, and since this is basically at that point, there really is no point in them changing it. And now moving on to the second thing. This season we were first introduced to a new type of heirloom rarity item, which is the legend reactive skins. But this is not just a one-time occurrence. In the store we even have a separate tab for these sort of mythic items, which means one thing: we're going to be getting more reactive legend skins in the future, and it seems like they're going to be costing the exact same amount as an heirloom, which means moving forward I wouldn't be too surprised if some of the future anniversary events also contain these mythic tier legend skins instead of heirloom shards. This really is something that's quite sad to see. I know that the anniversary event is basically one of the only times where a lot of people can actually end up getting an heirloom, and so removing this choice really does hurt. But sadly, it seems like Respawn is going to continue moving forward with this decision, and once again, like I mentioned before, the people that are willing to buy these items are gonna buy them anyways. Now before we end the video, I do want to make this clear. Of course, it's your own money and you can spend it whatever way you want to. No one is telling you otherwise. I'm just here to clarify some things about heirlooms and what I think is going to happen in the future of Apex when it comes to these sorts of items. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope it made your day just a little bit better. Let me know in the comments below what you feel about this and whether or not you think Respawn is going to continue putting these reactive legend skins for the future anniversary events. I'm interested to see what you guys think, but I'll be ending the video here. Hope you guys enjoyed, and of course, as always, stay safe, and I'll see ya in the next one. Peace out.